What children of Amazon can teach us about weight gain. What we eat may be more important than how much we move. Fighting obesity. When children gain excess weight, the culprit is more likely to be eating too much than moving too little, according to a fascinating new study of children next door. The study compared the lifestyle, diet, and body compositions of Amazon children who live in rural foreign communities with those of other indigenous children living in high towns. An application for the rising rates of obesity in both children and adults worldwide. The in-depth study found rural children who run, play, and forage for hours and leaner are more active than urban counterparts. They did not more calories stated then. That's why by educating the urban children on the lifestyle in their weight gain, the findings are also raised questions about physical metabolism. One exercise helps to later worry not only in children but the rest of food. Words are actions, but things are real. Some people think actions matter. Words alone don't come from us. That philosophy is impossible. That isn't based in truth. Words matter tremendously. Words are actions, and they absolutely do count. At least as much as other form of action does. Words influence people. Words create impact even when you're not trying to be impactful. Words create ripples, and words impose responsibility. With words alone, you can change the course of someone's life. You can affect someone well beyond or contrary to your intent. The law recognizes truth. You can go to jail just for your words if you choose the wrong one, including confident professors with freedom of speech. And you can most seriously be sued for your words. Intent may be considered, but the bigger issue is impact. With your words, it can contribute to damaging someone's health, ending a job, a relationship, or even ending a life. Make a major positive change in your life. Reduce someone's stress. You can help form a healthy, positive relationship. You can have this effect with words alone. How many decisions have you occurred in certain words of voice? How many regrets trace back to words alone, whether spoken or unspoken? You don't need a large platform or audience to have an impact with your words. A small communicate one person, honest, life-changing. I guarantee that your words have already affected people and will continue to affect them and powerful you don't speak at all. So they can 9 minutes until life for the most important, the digital artist in the article had episode 34 was $100. Today, I cannot see a board sold for $59 at Google. The sale is among the top 3 most valuable living assets. According to the recognition NFT sale comes out a month increasing the value of assets. In October, the first NFT with a pair from the $66,666. In December, the sale was $3.1 million. And last month, one NFT the original sold for $66,666. The result for $6.6 million. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are unique files that live on blockchain and are able to verify ownership of a work of digital art. By its capability of limited rights to display digital artwork to represent, in many ways, they're just wedding rights, an asset may be able to resell later. The technology has absolutely exploded over the past few years. The Wickham more than anyone else to the famous golf club, rapid rise. Despair and hope race toward peace, intelligence versus intelligence that Henry H. Remodeling earning the race, teaching our intelligence and our future. My wife and I got a second class like this today, and in studios often gathered about and being understood by a child. When she can see how to talk about a music, the emotion out of happiness, effective decision, and learning usage offer. In right beside the such beautiful using mind, cases of beautiful ignorance, denial of several truths, as clear as right before the eyes, as true love only call for. This part of what according to the ability the sense. I cannot improve on dignity, not reality this drive, but the best of the time. Words of time for existence. The riches are, and my money, in my life, are betting on our intelligence. Stupidity come out from outside. How sad is the winner without? This way comes the future as fast as hope. Heart and head need to root for our better interests over our lesser demons. Dear Joe, happy birthday. You are 6 years old today. It's hard to believe that it's already been 6 years since we welcomed you into our life. You have brought mother and me more joy than ever imagined. Over the past years, so much you know more and more English words and Chinese characters. You are able to use numbers to find an exciting way. You also taught your brother so much, and even made videos to teach kids online. The past year has been a challenging one for the world and for our family. Along with the challenges, though, we were able to spend lots of time at home with you. We will be grateful for the rest of life and extra time together. You listen to stories, play games, and ran back on the couch thousands of times. 26 years of studying first grade, work is started for a new venture. My hope for you is that you carry and enjoy your last few months of great talk with your friends and teachers. Challenges are moving to a new world way. Your mother and I are always here to support you on the way. Thanks for sharing a smile, love, and imagination with us too. Your mama and I so much. Love, Jack. What's the difference between love, and in love? By Derek Trouble. What's the difference between love, and in love? How do you know when you love someone you started to like? How do you know when you are in love with someone instead of loving with a person? I ask questions and got a huge variety of answers. If I like anything about someone, you like them. If I like everything about someone, I love them. If I like everything about someone and we have great sex, I'm in love. Life is liking someone but conditionally. Love is liking someone unconditionally. In love is just glorification of a temporary situation. Eventually becomes love. This sounds morbid, but I think of in terms of how we actually die. If I like someone we die, I'd be sad and cry once pass. If I like someone we die, I'd be devastated and cry for days and weeks. If I'm in love with someone we die, I want to die too. How do you know? Do other languages have different terms for love, versus in love that make more correct distinct? Two strings to our goal. Accepted for Warren Buffett's 2020 Berkshire Hathaway shareholder. Charlie and I are entrepreneurs who own all or part the world's businesses with good economic characteristics and good managers. Whether Berkshire controls these businesses, however, is all important for us. It took me a while to wise up, but Charlie and also my 20 years struggle pesticide operation and heritage structure finally convinced me that only a non-control of a wonderful business is more profitable, more enjoyable, and far less work than struggling 100% of margin enterprise. For those reasons, outnumber over means the collection of controlled and non-controlled businesses. Charlie and I will simply deploy your capital into whatever we believe makes the most sense, based on company's durable competitive strengths, capabilities, and character in management and enterprise. If that strategy requires little effort on our part, so much the better. In contrast, the scoring system utilizes diving competitions. You avoid business degree of difficulty. Furthermore, as Ronald Reagan cautions, it said hard work never killed anyone, but I see why take the chance. Carrie, Megan, and Pat became the royals and press by Isaac Church. A year after the Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped back from the royalties and embarked on the life outside the United Kingdom, the couple set before Oprah Winfrey. The result was 2 hours television in which Meghan Markle and her son Harry chronicled they faced inside the British monarchy. Markle said they were reported feeling that they didn't want to be alive anymore, that she was denied access to mental health care. She also described racist and discriminatory behaviors within the royal institution. During her first pregnancy, at least one member of the royal family expressed concerns about what color her son's skin would be. Around the same time, Markle said, the family discussed changing a rule to their son would now become prince, a title which would have been titled to security protection. A statement from Buckingham Palace said the royal family is saddened to hear the couple's difficulties and that the issue of race, particularly that of race, are concerning. The incidents recalled earlier public crisis monarchy. Diana talked publicly about mistreatment by the royal, don't marry Prince Charles. Unstuck, create a new path for yourself by Leo Babata. Sometimes it can feel like stuck in life, doing the same things happily over and over again. Maybe you've been procrastinating on meaningful work, or getting stuck in decision or perfectionism. Maybe you've been putting a factor aside on meditation, getting your finances a go shape, or making some other important change in your life. We get stuck. I'm a living testament to the truth that we can get unstuck. In my life, I've been stuck many times. And it turns out that there's always a way through the stuckness. It's not turning away from the stuckness, but turning towards it, going through it, embracing the stuckness, and letting unstick itself. I'm going to talk about a few principles getting unstuck and creating a new path for yourself. I then talk about recommendations for changing your habits this year, or getting good doing your meaningful work. Ways to get unstuck. There's no one way to do this, but I found some things are incredibly helpful. 1. Turn towards the difficult. If you've been avoiding thinking about difficult projects, or your messy finances or messy clutter, or your exercise or diet, or other health issues, not much for change until you turn towards it and face it. A willingness to turn towards the difficult and work with it is one of the most important requirements to change. I wander lonely as cloud, but waiting waters. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over hills and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering, dancing, and brace. Continuous as time and turned along in Milky Way, they stretched the never-ending line along the margin of the bay. 10,000 sigh and glance, tossing their heads in stride they dance. The waves beside them dance, but day after day the sparkling waves and gleams. A poet could not but be gay in such a joke and company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought. what wealth the shows me had brought. For often now culture I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart is pleasant fields, and dances with the daffodils. Arbor Day Foundation Statement on J. Sterling Moore, June 30, 2020. J. Sterling Moore, the founder of the Arbor Day holiday, was a vocal anti-abolitionist, deeply flawed belief regarding race slavery. The Arbor Day Foundation condemns those beliefs. We have long embraced diversity and as core organization values, and know that upholding these ideals takes conscious and continuous work. Confronting more history, which is inextricably linked to our organization, is an important aspect to artwork. We regret not condemning more racist views early, and we commit to addressing this issue with transparency moving forward. Our first step is to evaluate how to best offer an honest, uncompromising portrayal of modern history and how it intersects with that of Arbor Day holiday, miraculously and grasp. In the past, we have attributed this spirit of Arbor Day to more, but truthfully, it belongs to the embrace the tree planting tradition for generations, and the people around the world who know that great world healthier, more beautiful, and more equitable. By shedding light on and learning from past mistakes, we aim to build legacy that proactively reflect our values, inclusive of all those contributing to planting movement. Review of the UP documentaries by Roger Raper. The UP documentaries they called. Every 7 years, the British director Michael Apted revisits the group of people whose lives he's been chronicling since they were children. As he tries with them healthy schooling, his film penetrates to the central mystery of life, asking the same questions that we wonder in winds of desire. Why am I me? But why not you? Why am I here? And why not there? They also strike me and inspired, even noble, even the film medium. No other form can capture so well to look at the feeling in an expression, the thoughts that go unspoken between the words. To look at these films as I have every 7 years, is to meditate on this astonishing fact that man is the only animal that knows it lives in time. The child is the father of the man, was a throat. That seems literally true as I look at these films. The 7-year-old already reveals most of the elements good and bad, big flower and little flower. Sometimes that's surprising. A girl whose appetite and rose 21, will never marry, blossoms in the late films into a cheerful wife and mother. Group exercise may be even better for you. Solo workout. Here's why. By L. and Jacob Mine. Group exercise are very popular. Nearly 40% of regular exercise participate in group fitness class. Before the coronavirus pandemic, the American College of Sports Medicine predicted that group fitness would be one of the top 3 fitness industry trends in 2020, for good reason. Exercise has clear benefits for your health and well-being, and the side effects they explored bread culture, improve glycemic control, better sleep, overwhelmingly positive, and exercise in groups may have particular beneficial effects. If you've been considering joining online creative class or being encouraged by others, here are some research-based reasons that might be a great idea. Other people influence your attitudes and emotional response to exercise. That is, they can affect how you feel about exercise, which is critical for determining whether you do it or not. If you get to know others exercise regularly, you start to perceive exercise more positive, common, desirable, and doable. Even if you already decided exercise is something you want to do and intend to do, there are different kinds of motivation that can determine whether you are successful at beginning and maintaining exercise. Exercising with others can boost those motivations. Being appreciated as a creator by Steve Pavlina. If you are a creative artist, how important is it for your work to be appreciated by the people you serve? I see that it's pretty important to be appreciated as an artist. This isn't about meeting validation from other people. This is about serving people who always see your work with gratitude. If you are appreciated, it's probably because you're providing something of value to people, something that resonates with people and they care about. You earn this appreciation. I don't think this needs to be your main reason for creating art, but healthy to incorporate this into a big picture mindset of your life as an artist. When you create and share your art, you are inviting people to experience and appreciate what you're sharing. So can you allow yourself to be appreciated? Remember that you aren't creating for everyone. You're just creating for the appreciated people. That's one reason you need to worry about creating. If a creator shows up and don't appreciate your work, then clearly they're lost. The creators show up where they don't belong. So you can simply nudge them out or drag them to something they may actually appreciate. It may take some time to calibrate yourself to the right audience, but you want to keep investing where the appreciation is. If you aren't building an audience of appreciated people, then you're building an audience of unappreciated people. What a sense that makes. Barack Obama on the women who made it. In style. What's the most badass thing about Michelle, Malia, and Sasha? Barack Obama. They all have multiple badass qualities. I think me when know Michelle and how amazing she could be used in public speaking. They probably are less aware what it's like to work out with Michelle in the groove, and sometimes that throws your boxing, including some pace. They're both there. Sasha is, as Malia described, completely confident of her own take on the world, as not cowed and intimidated and never husband by anybody's credentials. If she thinks something right or wrong, she will say so. When she was about 6 years old, one dismissed her dignity and could be disavowed. I read in the book on how to trying to get taste caviar or more whiskey Russia. She was like, no, sorry. Abby slimy as nasty. I'm not going to do it. Even God gave up dessert. Another part of the character has always been there. And Malia, she is just buoyant. She's somebody who enjoys people, enjoys life, and enjoys conversation. She's never bored, which is badass quality that can take you places. La Belladonna della Media Academy by Ask Wild. My limbs are wasted with the flame, my feet are sore with the traveling. For calling on my latest theme, my lips have now forgot to sing. A little white rose Blake, straying from love, that for a laxity for love's sake, my gentle lady passed by. She is too fair for many to see or hold this hard delight. Fares and cranes the coronation or moonlit water in the night. Her hair's bound with myrtle leaves, green leaves upon her golden hair, green grasses through the yellow sheaves of autumn corn, not more fair. Her lips may kiss, than cry little for being, are tremulous as brook waters of roses after evening rain. Her neck is like a white mellow flashing for pleasure of the sun. The throbbing of the limitless throat is not so sweet to look upon. As a pomegranate having turned, white-seated its crimson mouth, her cheeks as the fading stain, where the peach reddens to the south. All tiny hands or delicates, white body made for love and pain, or house of the love or desolate, pale of love bitter. by the rain. How to design language tests for citizenship and how not to. Perfect Swedish is overrated, but comprehensible Swedish is deeply underrated, says Ulf Kristersson, the leader of Sweden's centrist moderate party.